I remember I was traveling to Texas one day, happened to sit next to a 70-something-year-old man. And he had a hearing aid in his ears. So when he started talking to me, he was very loud. We were airborne 30, 40,000 feet up high in the sky. And this man says, there is something. He was so loud, man. The plane was quiet. People were taking a nap. This man is just talking to me. And he says, I perceive that you are a holy man. I looked at him and said, I don't know what you're talking about. I kept it calm. He said, what do you do for a living? And if you're at the back, you hear the conversation. Like, what do you do for a living? So that's when I saw I'm like, this man is so loud. And everybody in the aisle now. And it felt like the Lord set me up. And everybody within a certain radius was just listening to our conversation because the man was so loud. And I said, I'm a minister of the gospel. He said, good, because I have some questions for you. I said, the Lord chose this seat for me. He says, what kind of denomination? And I said, I'm a Christian. He said, yeah, I'm also a Christian, but I'm Catholic. What kind? I said, well, I'm charismatic. I'm this. Okay. So long as you are not Catholic, I have questions for you. I was born a Catholic. Why is it that the Christians or your type of denomination, you guys are telling us that we cannot pray through Mary and all these other saints? Plane was quiet. I could feel within the pulse of my veins that everybody is just listening. What answer is this brother going to give? He says, sir, have you thought about the question I asked? I said, sir, with all due respect, can you help me understand what a saint is? S-A-I-N-T. He said, a saint is a holy person, a devout follower of someone. I said, you answered it right, sir. I said, imagine I am Jesus and you are a devout follower of me, and I die and people are worshiping you. Is that right? He said, no, that's wrong, because they cannot worship me. And then when he said that, I think he had flashes. And he said, wait a minute, what are you trying to say? I said, okay, Jesus was the object of worship. Mary, even though was the mother of the Savior, gave honor and credence to her Lord, her son as the Savior. All this St. Andrew, St. this, their loyalty and devotion was to Jesus. And now you're telling me to pray to the follower of the one that I need to know. I said, that's not right. The man says to me, you have explained this so simple, but why is it that all my life I've been taught to reach out to these people, and you made this explanation so simple? So do you want to tell me that as fast as the Catholic denomination is growing, we are all incorrect in our theology? Because based on your explanation to me, it makes sense, because you cannot make a devout follower of someone your Lord, the person you worship, because the person too was worshiping the very thing you. So I told him, I said, thank God for Mary, that Mary allowed her womb to house our Savior. Thank God for St. Thomas, St. Joseph. They devoted themselves to worship. Some of them died, were crucified. I said, thank God for them. But if they were in this plane, they would tell you that they are not the Savior, that go directly to him. He said, no, you're confusing me. I said, that's the truth. But the part of it that blew me away was when we landed at DFW and we were deplaning. This old man came next to me. He said, you will have one great ministry. He said, keep up the good work. You've given me something to think about. And when I get home, I'll read the Bible for myself.